Owners, grab your cups. It's time for the Own Your Now show. Lady-O, let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horse play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It is time for the Own Your Now show. I am your host, Tracy Burby-Gee, also known as Divine T.
And I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford. And yes, you can call me Lady O.
That's right, Lady-O. It is so good to be here this Wednesday.
Yes, we're making it to the middle of the week.
That's right. We call it Women Empowerment Wednesday. Lady-O, what's in your cup? It's the middle of the week. What you sipping on?
Oh, I had to make it a little spicy. I have just oranges with hot water with spicy honey.
Hey, that's a good summer drink.
It is, and it smells so fragrant. It is
does.
fresh and citrusy.
I can smell it. I can smell it.
How about yourself?
Well, you know, y'all, I'm drinking my coffee black, no sugar, no cream. I got to stay woke, and it's so good. It's so hot, and I like it like that, you know. But speaking of our strong coffee,
Yes.
we got to check on our strong friends. Who we checking on, Lady-O?
Hey, we are checking on mamas with teenage kids and all those after-school activities. Boy,
Oh my
you need some strong
gosh.
coffee with those kids running you around. Coffee's just not for the morning.
It's not. And I drink several cups within the day. I tell you, I remember dropping my son off at school and picking him back up late in the evenings. And then we had to do football practice. And then we had to come home and do late homework and chores. You know, all of that you needed to check. Somebody needs to check on me and make sure that they didn't touch my radio in the process.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't touch someone's radio. That is like blasphemy.
Yes, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, speaking of chores, did your kids have chores and allowances?
Well, let me say this. They had some small chores. They had to take care of their room because they were so active in school. I wanted them to have some free time. So they did have chores and they had allowances. It was just what I allowed them to have.
I like that. I like that. You know, for me, I wanted to make sure that I wanted to incorporate it with, we wanted to incorporate it with them being responsible.
Yes.
So my husband was like, they don't get a lot because I didn't get allowance to do chores. You know, they get to eat, you know, and all of those things. But I wanted my daughters and my son to get used to buying personal things.
Yes.
So they would use their allowance to buy personal hygiene items like lip gloss and all the different things that you need as a young girl. But my son, you know, my mom used to have those Avon
Oh,
books,
yes.
and so they would pick out those kind of things and use their allowance for that. So yeah, I had them buy all those personal hygiene items, and I think that was cool. You know, speaking of hygiene items, I want to know, who do we have coming on today?
We have Muriel Smith, and she's our Vibrant Vibe guest. She's the CEO of the STL Area Diaper Bank.
That's right. You know, and she's got a lot of updates. She's going to talk to us about the diaper bank and how you can make sure that you donate.
Yes.
And the Period Poverty Week.
Yes.
Interesting, huh?
Interesting concept.
Yes, but you know, we need to take care of ourselves first. We got to do our wellness moment. So when we return, get ready for our Own Your Now Cup of Therapy, and it's sponsored by Keys Realty Group, STL. Get the keys. That's right.
Turn the lock.
Turn the lock.
That's what you do.
At Keys Realty Group, we're focused on helping you in the home buying and selling process, standing with you every step of the way so you can own a new home or sell your existing home successfully. Budgeting, credit building, and down payment. Everything you need to know about the home buying and selling process. We're not just selling you a home in the community, we are helping build communities. By keeping focused on you and your needs, we can put you in a home for a lifetime. Keys Realty Group, selling communities one key at a time.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
I'm Muriel Smith with the St. Louis Area Diaper Bank. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the AH TV network.
So now it is time for the Own Your Now Cup of Therapy affirmation word of the day. My word for today is flow.
FLOW.
That's right. You know, I think that oftentimes we rush through, periods of
Yes.
our life and we don't realize the value of taking some time and allowing life to just flow. One of the things we tell our girls is to do a let it go and a let it flow. And when you're talking about periods, which, we keep talking about the poverty period because you guys are going to find out more about that later on. But there are things in our lives that they can stress us out. Do you remember when you got your first period?
Oh my goodness. It was unexpected, even though in school they talked about it, but it still comes to you as a shock.
Yes.
I do remember, and I was not as prepared as I probably should have been. Do you remember?
I do. And they call it Aunt Flo.
Yes.
Like Aunt Flo is coming to visit. I can't believe that that's what we're talking about, but it's real. And the fact that we work with girls on a regular basis, oftentimes the girls say that their parents don't have those conversations about hygiene and how important it is for you to realize, the girl said, you mean it comes every month? Why do you call it a period if it comes every month? It should be one time, period.
With
That's
a T,
it.
periods.
Right, periods with a T. But I think that that's the part of the flow of life that we understand that as you grow and you come into puberty, there's certain things about yourself that you're going to love and certain things you're going to learn to appreciate.
Absolutely.
That's what the flow is all about.
But I didn't know a lot about it, but I made sure my girls knew what to expect every month and how it sometimes makes you feel, because sometimes you don't feel well during that time. And people have to understand.
Yeah. I used to blame it on it all the time. But I'm on my period. But I'm going to tell you something else real quick. My kids played a joke on me one April Fools. They played the joke. And boy, I wanted to just kill them. But I knew they were prepared and they were ready. They were excited for it. So, just like we're excited about our self-care time, it's time for our self-care stretch. So everybody, you know what? We're going to just reach our arms out. This song is Changes by Lady Bree. Take some time for yourselves. Stretch your arms out. Cross them over. Y'all look, Lady O doing it. Bring your arms in and bring it close to your heart. Feel the flow.
Yes.
I love feeling my heart. I love taking time for myself.
And feel your heart. Your heartbeat tells the story.
It does. It keeps us alive. Another deep breath in. Whatever your affirmation word is, say it to yourself. Be intentional. Breathe out. Yes. And then what do we do?
Hug yourself.
Yes. Hug yourself.
Hug yourself
Be
tight.
intentional.
Yes.
Hug on yourself. Love on yourself. Get that journal. Write your affirmation word out. Get the flow going and then release. Yes. You feel good?
I feel good.
You should, as you know that you would. I think that when we think about the flow, we haven't had our journals out, but that's another thing you can do when Aunt Flo comes to visit. Take some time to write down some of those. We tell our girls, let go and let flows of life. Things I'm going to let it go and take some time. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I guess we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. Our
guest.
guest is coming up. When we return, we'll talk with our Vibrant Vibe guest, Muriel Smith.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
As promised, we welcome the Executive Director of St. Louis Area Diaper Bank, building healthy communities by ending diaper needs and period poverty, Muriel Smith. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, good morning. And I first off want to say I love your shirt.
Thank you.
It looks
Thank
great.
you.
Looks great. Well, now the world wants to know what's in your cup. What you sipping on?
Well, I am sipping on decaf coffee with a little bit of skim milk and honey.
Honey. Oh, I've never had honey in my coffee. I'm gonna try it.
Wow, that's nice. I drink my coffee black. Don't drink that, no cream. I love the shirt also. I love the fact, because girls like something with a message, and you're like, yes, that's what it's all about. And you see the little tampon on the side.
Yeah.
Don't play. I got it.
I love it.
Yeah.
We are advocates for the community and wellness and all things. Talk to us about when it comes to our teens. Let's start with how the Diaper Bank helps fill the needs for schools and beyond.
Yeah, so we partner with other nonprofit organizations and agencies to distribute diapers and period supplies out into the community. They can order from us every week. Every week we have a different group of partners that puts in their orders, and they supply those diapers and period supplies to their clients and out into the community. Wow. We also have 2 community partners where people can go to these locations anytime they need diapers or period supplies and ask for them, and that's 6 St. Louis County locations,
All right.
library locations, and then starting on May 1st, all 16 of the St. Louis Public Library locations will distribute period supplies.
Well, that's an exclusive.
Right.
Thank you so much for the exclusive. So 16
Yes.
public libraries are going to have the supplies. Now talk to us about period poverty. What is it?
Yeah, it's really simple. It is the lack of access to period products, the things that you need every month to manage your period. And there's so many women and girls and individuals in the St. Louis area that do not have access because they themselves are poverty stricken. Right. These items can cost a lot, like up to $550 or more a year that they're spending. If you're a low income person, that's a lot for you to allocate.
And add tax.
Right, and add tax. So that's a lot for you to have to allocate your income for these basic need items that you need every single month.
Yeah. I like the fact that that it's at libraries. For me, the library was my safe space. I know when I reached out to you to say we wanted to make sure that we had these on the Wellness Mobile. We had them last year. It was a huge success to have a love kit that we would give out to the girls. They were so grateful for it. And the conversations that we even had behind it, because oftentimes it's something we don't talk about.
Absolutely.
And we should. Now, you say Feel the Cove. What does that mean? Because I know you have different areas.
We do, yeah. In our warehouse, we have the Diaper Depot, which is where we package all the diapers, and then we have Period Cove, which is where we put all the period kits together. So our Fill the Cove event is the first year that we're doing this, and that's to get donations of period supplies to help fill the cove so that we can put all the period kits together to distribute to the public.
Now, are these products free to the public? Is there a cost?
They are absolutely free, yeah. So they don't pay anything. Through all of our partners, they're free. At all the library locations, they're free, and they can go every month to the library locations and get their period kits or diapers every single month.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I think it's important. Everything that we do is about prevention, intervention, and awareness. Speaking of awareness, Period Poverty Awareness Week is coming up, right?
It is, yeah. So it is May 23rd through the 31st. And it's really just a week so that, for us to get information out there to the public so that they can know about period poverty and that it exists in the St. Louis community and throughout the United States.
Absolutely.
And then ways that they can get involved to help They can volunteer in our warehouse, they can donate items, all these types of things, and where they also, if you're in need of these items, or where you can go to get them.
Oh, right, because you do have like drop-off locations, right? Because people think that they're coming to the Cove and they're not coming to you, right?
Yeah.
There's locations, they get that information on your website.
Right, they will. And so they'll be able to go. There'll be a few other locations they can go. They can also just do it online, like through Amazon. They can order, and it'll come directly to our warehouse.
Take care of our girls. Go ahead. I love it. I love it. Because, just think about moms or dads who have 2 or 3 daughters.
Yes.
At 500 something a year. That
Girls
is
and
a lot.
women.
Yes.
I mean, because, you also have your homeless community. You just have so many different people that that's what equity is all about.
Right.
I like the fact that you also have ambassadors and you have partners. Tell everybody the difference between those. And I also saw something on your site about being a drop-off location, like if you were interested. Me being a therapist that only see women and girls, in addition to having on the wellness mobile, I'd like to be a drop-off location.
Yes.
Yeah. So the ambassadors are just kind of what you're saying. There are people out in the community that either their home or their business is a location where people can drop off items that they want to donate, and then they will bring them into our warehouse. They also occasionally will do drives of their own in their communities or with their friends or families, and collect items and then bring those into the warehouse. And then, there are also sort of voices out in the community to talk about period poverty and diaper need, so that people can know what these things are and be able to, decide if they want to help, with these things that we're trying to extinguish in our community.
And we can wear a fly t-shirt.
Yeah, we have a fly t-shirt. I want to ask, this is more personal. When you first started working with the Diaper Bank and you started talking about period poverty, did you find people were like, no way, that's not happening? Right. What were you hearing?
Yeah, people didn't know that it was a thing. They didn't, I guess if you don't have a period, you don't really think about it. Right. And so people didn't really know that, people can't afford, their products on a monthly basis. I mean, it's similar to diapers. People didn't know that diaper need was a thing, that, people that are living at or well below the poverty line, like this is an everyday thing for them.
Yeah.
And so if you're not in that space, you just don't, that doesn't even resonate with you, that's a thing that people, experience.
And then oftentimes girls don't go to school during that time period because,
they don't have the right products.
That time period, that part. But I think the other thing about it is having a wellness center myself, we keep a basket full of items. I think it would be really cool for schools to just keep them as a resource in the bathroom. Why do you have to have things locked up? Or even if, how I saw something and they talked about you budget for toilet paper in businesses, in corporate businesses, budget for sanitary napkins and those things that people need. I think that's important.
Now, how do people stay in contact? How can they find out about being an ambassador, where they can find these products? Tell us how you can stay connected.
Yeah, so they can go to our website, which is stlouis.org. All of our information is on there about how, if you want to become a partner organization that's distributing in your community to your clients, if you want to become an ambassador, just volunteer in our warehouse, that's all on our website.
Now, you also said, we keep talking about the period poverty, but you're giving away diapers also?
Yes.
Because it is the diaper. The thing about it is, I'm sitting here thinking, diapers, what costly.
They are costly.
And you're a new mom, and you don't want your baby to have
sticker shock.
It is. You're like, what? And so they can get those at the area libraries as well?
They can, yeah. They can get those right now, the St. Louis County libraries, the 6 locations are distributing both diapers and period kits.
Yes.
The St. Louis Public Library in the city, they'll probably start a little bit later this year. But yeah, and they can go, again, every single month and get diapers and period supplies.
That is a neat concept.
That
is. You're just helping the young ladies and women that need the products, but maybe some men come by and get diaper products too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dads.
Get on the list.
Yeah.
Get on the list. Are you still doing the virtual ED chats?
Yes, every month, at the end of the month on a Wednesday, every month we pick a different topic, and sometimes we'll have guests on to talk about different things. And we post those out on our social media on Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
you know, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing. I mean, the need is there. And we need to be aware that the need is there. So thank you so much. Before you go, tell us your affirmation word.
My affirmation word is breathe.
Oh, yes.
What's one of my favorites? It is.
Yeah.
It
I think
is.
just taking time to, like, you know, sometimes I rush through my day or going to meeting or, you know, after work, working out and then cooking dinner and then, you know, managing my kids.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
You know, it's like I just need to stop and breathe. So that's like the word for today and probably every day that I choose.
When you talk about kids and managing all those different tasks, breathing is essential. And for our kids.
Taking a deep breath. You know, we automatically
Yes.
breathe, but if you
Right.
take a moment, because you have to think about it and take a deep breath. So yes, breathe.
Website again.
stlouis.org.
All right, you guys got it. Make sure that you all stay connected. Get your diapers, get your tampons, get your mixed bag,
Yes.
your pad kits, and we'll make sure that we have them too because we're going to be a partner. But you all make sure that you stay connected. When we return, get ready for the On Your Now Flow.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
So now it is time for our On Your Now Flow. We want to thank Muriel Smith, the CEO of St. Louis Area Diaper Banks, for stopping by. Lady O, I love the fact that she covered the fact that you have resources in the community that you can go to.
Yes, yes, and free resources. You know, a lot of times people don't know what's available, and I like the fact that she's getting out there and telling the world, hey, we have diapers that you can get for free, and we have period products that you can get for free.
Yes.
No one has to go without. No one has to go
Well,
without.
you know, like I always tell everybody, the library was my safe space. So for them to have the resources there is great. I like the fact that you said even fathers can check in. I
Yes.
remember a summer I spent with my dad, and I had to tell him, Dad, I need us to go to the store. He's like, you go ahead in. It was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Why are we so embarrassed to go and get our own personal needs?
Well, I think because back in the day, it was more quiet. You know, they didn't even have commercials about it. So I think because it was more quiet. But now, I mean, I know some fellas, they go get the products for their significant.
Yes.
You know, they have no problem.
Yes.
And I like a man like that.
Yes, yes. I think that we need to make sure that we bring more awareness to things so that we're not embarrassed about making sure
Something
that we
that's
educate.
natural.
Yes.
That's natural.
It's natural and it's necessary. That Poverty Period Week, I'm going to make sure that I blow it up and everybody is aware of it. You know, the other thing that I think we need to be aware of, my word was flow, but one of the things we do with our girls in our circles, we ask them one thing you want to let go and let flow. The let go is something negative that may have happened throughout the week, and you're like, I'm just going to let that go. And you journal about it every day. You know how I feel about journaling.
Yes, indeed.
And then our let flow is something positive that's happening that you're like looking forward to. What's your let go, let flow?
You know, I'm gonna let go being so strict with time. You know, if anyone knows me, I will say I'll call at
6:33.
Yes. I'm very strict with the time, so I'm going to kind of relax a little bit on that. But I am going to let let go.
Let
but
go.
You know what I'm going to let flow is the fact that people are calling me to MC events, and I'm saying yes, so I'm letting it
Year
just
of the
flow.
yes.
Yes,
The year
indeed.
of the yes.
How about you? What are you letting go?
Same thing. So I'm gonna let go the fact that my schedule is getting really, really full.
Yes.
And I had to make sure that we were getting a wellness mobile together. I'm gonna let go the fact that oftentimes you feel like you're doing so many different things, but we're wrapping up the year. My let flow is we are wrapping up. I've had an amazing team, all the schools that we've been in, our community work that we're doing with the Wellness Mobile, and the speaking engagements. I'm ready to travel. I'm glad that the world is opening back up. I heard last week that we can, and it's your option, you don't have to wear a mask when you're traveling, but the fact that I can get back out there, do the speaking engagements, and encourage our girls to let it flow.
Yes.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Speaking of being ready, I got to ask you, what is your affirmation word for today?
Educate.
Educate.
Educate. I mean, everyone needs that opportunity to learn about something. So if you have a skill that you could educate someone about, just like Muriel, she educates about diapers and about your period products. So educate's my word.
Someone was asking if I do therapy anymore, and I told them, at this point in my life, it's really important that I empower myself. And in me empowering myself, I empower others. Just like in educating yourself, you educate others. And for me, it's all about prevention, intervention, and awareness.
Yes.
And I think that's what she did. She made us aware of the value of what's needed in our communities. Oftentimes, we just take it for granted that everybody has access to everything. And that's what equity is all about, making sure we all have access to the tools that we need to use. And so I am just thankful for our diaper banks in the community. So I think it's important that we understand the value of the flow. And when we understand the value of the flow, we can educate each other to understand that when we do that, we can all be empowered and we can be uplifted and we can sit back and we can just breathe. That's it, y'all. Until next time, keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
Precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to load their minds. Dare to explore. Dare to STEM. Learn more at She Can STEM.